banged out. Banged out. Banged out. Banged out. East to west, we get banged out. North to south, we get banged out. Worldwide, we get banged out. Yeah. One time for the team that gon' hustle for the green. All we know is grind to the dough come. This the Banged Out Radio Show. We controlling the globe, but we second to no one. Every time we emerge, we putting that work in. Banged Out, doing for the culture. Putting on for the city that's 24/7. And we showing love like we supposed to. And we keep making moves by coastal. Little suckers that believe, but I told you. Banged Out, about to be your household name. And Banged Out mean when you buy more change. You don't even know just how really get. You're rocking with the best, so tune in when you better be. Plus you getting fancy like Nancy on every single day of the week. And chopping game like a Cherokee. Ballin' like Odell, try to step more meal. Networking every way is about to be a movie. Gotta go beat, it's the only way to do it. This is a conglomerate, we getting to it. Plus we got heat for the streets while you moving on the cook shop. Leave ride out on the interstate. We got Indies and majors, we international players. All about getting paid, make sure to tune in and tap in with the movement. Cause it's about to go down. Shout out to Discover, this captain of the mothership. If you ain't know, then you know now. We about to get bang down, bang down, bang down, bang. Radio show. Slow shouting out, come.
No, Shamika, she is not a rapper. Ooh.
They think I'm about to spit some.
We got tuned into the Banged Out Radio show. Let's see, you are my 8th interview this year.
Damn.
Yeah, so I've done 8 of them already. So I got another one tomorrow. That'll be number 9, and then
you got a lot.
You got 10. I didn't put out right. No, 10 right here. Then 11. So yeah, by the end of the month I will have 11. My goal this year is to do 100 interviews for the year.
Wow.
I think I did like I don't know if I add them up. I think I did like 70 something last year. But my breakout year.
This?
Yeah, my breakout year I did like 88 in 1 year. Yeah, it was like 2018 or something like that. Next month I will celebrate my 6th year of podcasting. Yay! But appreciate everybody tuning in. Y'all go ahead and share, download the app. If you have not gotten that app, we try to hit 1,000. I'm at 990. So yeah, we need 5 more, 10 more. Bad math. I'm sitting there looking at the live or whatever. To be able to get the 1,000 downloads. So yeah, so y'all share. Go to the type in the whatchamacallit. See here, BangToutRadioShow.com. We have our special guest in the building. Also, let's see, go ahead and get the pay bills, get the ads going and stuff like that. So everybody in the Middle Georgia area, if you want to go and experience a great time, you can go to 44th and Madison, 44thandmadison.com. They have a great remodeled, brand new event space. So went back to their grand opening in July and it was fantastic. So anybody in Middle Georgia looking for nightlife, 44th and Madison, located at 115 Margie Drive. And then let's see here, everybody that's in Macon, if you need any mental health services, you can go to MaconMentalHealthMatters.com, or you can call the office number 478-741-1268 and get seen for free at no cost. And also go to the event page as well, and you'll be able to see all the different events, like the pop-up shops that happen, the different things that are happening at the Booker T Washington Center, Monday through Friday. I don't even know what time those events happen. I can give you time, but y'all can go to the MaconMentalHealthMatters.com. Yeah, so everybody in the Macon area, Macon Bibb County. I'm trying to think. Oh, always support the cook shop. Yay, support the cook shop. Got fantastic teas out here. Y'all go watch the skits too with 31 Savage. But yeah, so we have Miss Jennifer Mercer. I don't know where I got the name Price from. I don't know why I did that on the flyer that day.
Maybe I look, a little rich. Got a little price tag on. Let me stop. I'm just joking.
Well, what they say, a law of attraction, you put it in the air, put it out there, and
and it comes back. So exactly. I'm trying.
So we have Miss Jennifer Mercer, who is a model / baker, so entrepreneur.
All of that, all
that jazz, all that good stuff. So give us some background into like, you know, one, how long have you been modeling and also baking?
Whew, okay. So let's start off with the modeling. I really been into it since I was like really little. I used to do like fashion shows when I was like 3-4 years old.
Okay.
Anytime I can be in the spotlight, that's me. I want to do it.
I love the fact that you admit to that.
Listen, ain't no shame in my game. I love having the attention. It makes me feel good about myself. Don't laugh too hard now. I'm being for real.
And now it just makes me think when you was backing into the parking lot or whatever. So I was looking at the license plates and I saw the May. So do you fall within the zodiac sign of being a Taurus?
I am a Taurus.
Okay.
May 11th, all my Tauruses out there represent.
That says a lot for me.
Oh, what does it say? No, you gotta tell me now.
Not well. One, I'm an Aries.
Okay.
So,
okay.
You know, we have strong signs. Outgoing personalities. Some people like, you know, I don't know if they would actually label narcissistic just for those signs or whatever, but you know, some people mistake arrogance and confidence for being narcissistic.
Yeah, I can see that though.
Yeah,
it's like a fine line.
Yeah, it is. But go ahead though.
Okay. Yeah, like I said, so you know, I always like being in the spotlight. You know, in church, I will always be in the plays. When I was in high school, I went to Terry Parker High School, so I did the Miss Terry Parker pageant.
Where's that, by the way?
Jacksonville. I'm from Jacksonville. All my Floridians out there.
Okay, so that's why I was gonna say Florida. Okay, so yeah, all these questions fired out, whatever. So I'm trying to figure out where the transition is, but go ahead.
Okay, so you know, like I said, I did the pageant. I actually won. So I had.
Was that your first pageant?
That was like my first like major pageant. Like
so you
actually
won your first major pageant.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I did. And yeah, so I did that, and I love taking pictures. I'm always gonna take a flick. So I do that. I post a lot. I have people actually, they'll message me and be like, hey, like, I have my brand that I want to do. I want you to do a promo for it. So I do collabs with people, kind of get me out there, get them out there, and just, you know.
That's what's up. Yeah. So I guess like since people have been approaching you, how long has that been? You've been doing that? Were you doing like collaborations and all that?
Honestly, like, it hasn't been too long. I would say within like past year and a half, 2 years, it's been like really taking off for me.
Is that where you consider that's the professional start of your career?
Yeah, kind of.
Okay.
And then especially once I had like photographers reach out to me and like, hey, can you be a model for me? Like, you know, you don't have to pay for the photo shoots, you know. So once I'm like, I get the attention of like photographers, like clearly I'm doing something right. Yeah. And I need to keep doing it. I need to get better. Yeah. And so even now, like I look back on where I was looking like 2 years ago, and I'm like, you can see how I've gotten better. Yeah, my growth. Like, you know, I take more time and passion into taking care of myself so I could perfect my craft and do better for those who are trying to reach out to me that want me to be, you know.
And there's yeah.
You know, want me to model for them.
That's what's up. Shamika asks, she lived in Jacksonville, Florida at one point. She said, do you know about Fairfax Street?
Okay, because let me tell you something. I went to elementary school. I went to Susie E. Talbert, right around the corner from Fairfax. I grew up in Grand Park. That's my hood. Yeah, you know, we about to be friends. Add me on social media. We about to be friends.
I love it. Small world. So, okay, so how do you matriculate from Florida to make it now?
Military. So once I graduated.
Is that by way of like Warner Robins though, or?
No. We gonna get there. Okay. So I joined the Army at 18 because I didn't want to go to college, but I knew I couldn't stay at home. Okay. So joined the military. I was in for a little over 3 years, and once I got out, when I was getting out, my brother, who was stationed in the Air Force, he was over in Korea, and he was like, well, what are you doing when you get out? And I'm like, I don't know, go back home? Like, what else is there to do? And he was like, no, you're not going back home. I don't want you to go back to that. You know, nothing good comes from going back home. Yeah. So he was actually getting stationed out here the same time that I was getting out. So I was like, oh, okay, you know, here I go. Now I'm moving to Warner Robins. I was here for about 6 months, and I got a job offer in St. Louis. So I was up there, and then I got another job offer back down here, and it was better than my one up there. So I was like, well, my brother's still here, you know, I'm familiar with the area. I moved back down, and now I live in Macon.
Well, you know, you actually don't, like, okay, let me put it this way. I'm not from Macon. I'm from Nashville, Tennessee originally. But I fell in love with Macon after I went to Fort Valley, graduated and all that or whatever. And a lot of transplants or a lot of people from this that are in the middle Georgia area, like, you know, try to put the city down or whatever. I see it for all the possibility and where it's headed. But I just found it interesting though that, you know, you set up shop here as opposed to, you know, like Warner Robins or some other area.
Yeah, I don't know. Warner Robins is like the suburbs compared to like the Macon area. If I could, you know, classify it. Macon reminds me of Jacksonville a little bit.
I heard Jacksonville was like spaced out.
No, but I'm talking about like the way it looks, like the ambiance of it. Reminds me of like back home. Warner Robins also, like, they don't have nice apartments. Well, they have some nice apartments out there. Don't get me wrong. They got some nice apartments out there. But the better ones are in Macon.
Well, you know, Macon has more stuff to offer. And then I tell people all the time, like, regardless of how people like to put the cities together, whatever, compare them and all that, if the base closed down, Warner Robins wouldn't exist.
No, really.
Because that's the lifeblood. And there's actually a couple years ago, I don't know if you was here for that, when it was on the list, you know, like how the military puts out the list of all the different bases that are going to close. Apparently it was on the list, and it didn't make, like, I guess the top priority. Anyway, yeah, it was on the list or whatever, and I thought it was hilarious that, you know, there was this whole push to, like, keep the base open and all that or whatever. But Macon, I'm like, there's not even a downtown in Warner Robins.
It's not.
It's like, not. You just drive through it.
Like, you ain't getting no lofts, nothing.
Yeah,
like.
I lived in Griffin for about 3 years, and I don't know if you've been to Griffin, Georgia, but for like 45 minutes.
Through there.
Yeah, it's like 45 minutes. It's off of the interstate. You can't get to it directly. But to me, even Griffin, which is this comparable as far as population and stuff, it's almost the same size as Warner Robins or right under it, something like that. But it even has a downtown. So whoever did the city design for Warner Robins wasn't thinking about growth and expansion or whatever. Anyway, I'll get off of Warner Robins. You know, I don't even claim like my city anymore. Like, I just claim Macon or whatever. Because it has a lot to offer. There's a lot to do in the city.
I cannot claim Jacksonville. Duval till we die. You know?
I'm like, hold on, let's see here. No, T-Pain was from Tallahassee. Trying to think, who is anybody else
Lil
recently
Duval.
Besides Lil Duval?
It's a couple people from Jacksonville, but it's right on the spot now, so I'm not gonna be able to name them.
Oh, okay. But okay, so tell us about, okay, so you're doing modeling and you do that, but then you also bake as well.
Baking. Okay, so that has been so crazy for me. Beginning of last year, I was just like, you know what, I want a new hobby, something to do. Like, all I do is sit at home if I'm not traveling. So I started baking, and I can't eat like all that by myself. Like, look how little I am.
You don't have a big appetite?
You know? So I'm like, I can't eat all this. It's just going to go to waste. I'm going to throw it away. And I don't want to be wasteful. So I was taking them into my coworkers. So every Friday, I was baking something for my coworkers and letting them try it. And they're like, oh my goodness, like, these are so good. These are so good. You know, you should start selling them. I'm like, no, like, they're not that good for me to sell. Like, this is a hobby. I'm just doing this for fun. And they're like, no, like, you really need to, like, start, you know, letting people pay for these. Yeah. So I started selling them. Everybody loved them. People were actually buying them. So I went ahead, I got my LLC. I originally had it for like a 5-year plan, like, you know, within 5 years, like, just starting to get my LLC. But the way my business has been going, like, I had to get it now. Like, And I have people all over the United States like, do you ship? Like, when do you start shipping? I'm about to start shipping, y'all. About to start shipping. But yeah, like I have people all over. I'm doing a couple events. I have this Boy Scout event to do, so I'm gonna do cupcakes for them, a fashion show. I'm gonna set a booth up. So it's just.
So how do you balance the two then between, like, you know, as far as like what comes and
I cry.
you cry?
I cry in my car.
Not enough time.
I don't have time. Like I'm like driving and I'm like, oh, I'm so stressed. No, but honestly, it's just I'm passionate about both of them, so I make the time to do them as well as I have my full-time job.
Yeah.
So
you're doing a lot.
Yeah, but I mean, like I said, I know what I want. I'm serious about what I'm doing.
I'm very ambitious.
Very ambitious. I don't like to feel jaded. Like once I feel like I'm too complacent in where I'm at, I need to be elevating. I need to do something different.
Okay, so let me ask you this then. Sometimes for inspiration, what I do is I like to back myself into a corner, and then when I feel the pressure, I'll go and do stuff. Do you do stuff like that?
A little bit, sometimes, yeah. But I just know what I'm capable of, and not to sound cocky or anything, but everything that I've tried for the except for art, I'm not good at art at all.
Like visual painting and stuff like that?
Like drawing, like I'm not good at that.
Okay.
But everything else that I've like tried to do or I said I wanted to do, I've done and I've accomplished it. Okay. So it's like I'm always looking for the, okay, well, I'm good at this. Let's see what else I'm good at. Like, let me try this.
Yeah.
Let me try that. Let me try that. I like to try new things. I like to be adventurous, you know, go out, do things. So I'll try everything.
So how did your inner circle, like family, friends, whomever you had in your circle, take it when you was like, okay, I'm gonna do modeling, and then how was it when you was like, all right, I'm gonna do baking as well?
So I think it stems from growing up as a child. Anytime I wanted to do something, my parents never told me no. If I said I wanted to do cheerleading, I got to do cheerleading. If I wanted to do soccer, I got to do soccer. I played the piano. I wanted to play the piano. I played the piano. Like my parents were just like, if you're gonna do it, do it. Don't waste our time, our money, our resources. Like do it.
Like Nike, just do it.
Just do it.
Just do it.
And do your best at it. So that's what I always did, and I'm still doing now. And they're still my support system. Anytime I have any questions or I need advice, whatever, I'll call them up. All my siblings, I'll call my grandmother, you know, and they're like, yeah, they support me as long as I'm not doing anything that's like stupid or, you know, anything that's like gonna put harm, danger towards me. They don't care. Like,
yeah,
do it.
Just do it. That's what's up. So in the two various industries, what did you learn, or like what was something that stuck out to you that you necessarily didn't know going into it?
I didn't realize how like how much the pressure was actually going to be. I'm like, okay, yeah, you just get up and take some pictures when it comes to modeling, right? Okay. Just get up and take some pictures. No, like it's not that easy. It's like you got to make sure like your angles are right. Like you have to be, first of all, you have to be in tune with your photographer. Whoever's taking the pictures, they got to know what they're doing too, because it's a balance. Like I can model all day, but if my photographer is not catching the right angles, my pictures are gonna come out trash. Vice versa. If I'm not talking to my photographer, hey, how like does this pose look right? Like, am I you know what I'm saying? So that was hard. Also the networking, like I didn't realize how much networking I was gonna have to be doing, and I just thought it was, you know, when you see people come up, you just see them blow up. You don't see the hard work that they put into the people that they had to talk to, the long nights that they were staying up. You don't see all that stuff. You just see, oh, overnight success.
When they say it takes 10 years to be overnight success.
But I'm working on it. I'm working on it.
You remind me of, there's a model that I met this in Nashville. And it really opened up my eyes. I did an interview with her about 3-4 years ago. And I was up there for a conference. And while I was up there, I was like, let me go ahead and book some interviews and stuff. And like she was telling me her story and all that, you know, and I hear this like concept, whatever, as far as like, you know, models get tried and stuff like that, whether it be male or female. You know, some people are, you know, there's hidden agendas with, you know, a lot of people or whatever. But she was telling me about like, you know, like the business side, right? Where she pays for all her photo shoots and stuff like that. And she comes up with the concepts and everything and like just laying that out and the logistics of all that and seeing the work behind it. And I was like, wow, it's
like
really
a lot.
business.
And that's the thing that they don't talk about too, especially like the getting tried, like that is so crazy. And as I'm becoming bigger, I'm seeing like I'm not only just attracting like the opposite gender, I'm attracting the same gender. And it's just like sometimes it can be, this is another thing they don't talk about, how overwhelming all of that stuff can be. Everybody. And it's not even like, it could be like them trying to hit on me, whatever. Like the fact that people are, you know, they're giving me compliments and I don't want to come off as rude. So like I feel like I have to respond, but then because I send a respond back, they feel like, oh, that means she wants to like have a conversation. I'm like, no, I was just being nice. And then if I don't send something back, oh, you know, you the B word, you who do you think you are? And I'm like, it gets overwhelming like for a long time, because I was waking up, I was having, you know, almost 100 DMs like every day. I'm like, this is too much for me. I shut down for a long time, and I'm like, I'm not even up there. I can only imagine what celebrities and stuff
when they have a team.
But even still, like they still see some of that stuff too,
or whatever.
You know?
Then like, you know, they have like different phones and stuff too. Like I know a couple of people, they have multiple. They have like the personal phone and then two like business phones. And nobody has their personal phone besides like their teens
or whoever, you know,
family
like
and stuff
family
like that. Everybody else got like the business phones. So when those phones ring, you're talking to managers and booking agents and, you know, all these other people. You're not getting them directly, but I'm like, you're supposed to, because to me at that particular level, you're a business, and that type of business you have to have buffers. Like, you know. I love having buffers. I got a buffer with my I got a counseling business on Hope Avenue down the street from Central, and I stopped like interacting with clients directly 6-7 years ago. I go in there, clients don't even know who I am, which I love it, because when I was going in there, they know who I was. They'd be running to me and be like, we gotta do this and that. Look, no, there's my office manager right there. Go talk to her. She can't resolve it, then she'll bring it to me. But I don't need everything, you know what I'm saying? I don't need to know everything. I don't need to know everything that happens with it, because there's just too much information, because I got all this other stuff I got to take care of. So you're gonna have to get, you know, put your team together and stuff. Once you know what I'm saying, you keep
I feel like once I get to that point where I'm like, okay, I definitely cannot handle it by myself. Definitely gotta go, because
so what type of photos or concepts do you like to, you know, take?
I've literally done like any type of concept for the most part. Like I've done streetwear, I've done like I'm not gonna say like formal, but more of like more formal wear, like dress up. I've done like beach, like at the beach and stuff like that. I just like to take pictures. If I look good, I want to take a picture. And I not to my own horn, feel like I look good a lot of the time. So like like I said, I like to try new things, being the adventurous person that I am. So as long as it's not putting me any harm or danger, I'm like, let's do it.
Okay,
let's
so
make some magic.
With the baking business, what do you prefer to bake?
Cupcakes.
Okay, that's like your thing.
That's like my thing.
Niche.
That's like my thing, like cupcakes. I feel like, especially because of like COVID and everything, they're just easier. You know, you don't have somebody trying to cut all in. Just take cupcake and go. I really enjoy doing cupcakes.
Is there any particular flavor or I guess any type of cupcake that like people tend to always order? Or?
So I have like a couple of them, which I'm not sure which ones they're like the most popular, like numbers wise. But I get a lot of red velvet. Oh, everybody loves red velvet. Carrot cake is a big one. My strawberry, and my coffee cake. Those are like
Coffee cake, really?
Yeah.
Like I used to eat coffee cake when I was younger, but that's when I lived in Tennessee.
I don't know what I didn't think like people like coffee cake like that. Somebody asked me to make it.
I've never heard anybody talk about coffee cake since I've been here to Georgia.
Oh yeah, I be selling coffee cake.
I be slanging coffee cakes. That's
no. And you know my other biggest one, which probably would be bigger than the coffee cake, key lime.
I can see that.
I do a lot of key lime.
Yeah.
I don't care for it, but in the key lime world, it slaps.
But you know,
I don't know. Now I'll try them. I always try them, so I know like I know how like the texture of it is, like if it's moist, like so I know that it's good. I just don't personally care for the flavor.
Yeah. But you know,
but they like it.
Supply and demand. Hey, you know what I'm saying? If that's what they want, you gotta supply it
so,
too.
Hey,
you know what
listen, I'm gonna be right in my kitchen whipping it up. You know what I'm saying?
So like, when people like order cupcakes and stuff, is this just here locally in the area or?
I do locally. I'm back and forth between Jacksonville and Atlanta a lot. So if I make trips, like I'll hit people up like, hey, you know, I'm doing cupcakes. For those that I know that are in those cities, I'll be like, hey, I'm doing my cupcakes. Y'all want to put in any orders? You know anybody that wants to put in any orders? And I'll go and I'll deliver them. But my cupcakes out here, I deliver them as well. You put the order in, you don't have to do nothing else.
So do you set goals for your businesses?
I do, but sometimes I try not to get too caught up in the goals, because I feel like what they'll do is that puts a lot of stress and pressure on. So I'm like, listen, hey, be nice to yourself, okay? Bake the cupcakes. They're good. Deliver them. That's all you got to do. All you got to do is bake the cupcakes, deliver them. Because if I putting 100% into my work and just, you know, focusing on that, everybody else is going to do the rest for me. You know, I sell you my cupcakes. You like them, you're going to go around and tell your friends and family. And then what are they going to do? They're going to come back to me, and I'm going to do the same thing over again. So I kind of just try not to like beat myself up. And it's still like my first year. So I already know that I'm not going to, you know, be like Cake Boss all on TV. It's okay. Like, I'm going to get there when my time is right. I just have to focus on what I'm doing right now and making sure that I'm putting 100% into my craft.
That's what's up. Would you consider like doing competitions and stuff?
I would do some competitions because let me tell you something. My icing, chef's kiss. Chef's kiss. My icing, and I do everything from all my cupcakes. All my icings are from scratch.
Oh wow.
I'll go to the store. If I'm doing my strawberry cupcakes, they have real strawberries in them. My carrot cake cupcakes, I'm sitting there, I'm grating carrots from hand. Like, yeah.
Oh wow, that's a lot of work and a lot of passion for it as well.
It is, because I be in there struggling sometimes. My wrist be hurting, trying to grate stuff. But it's the reactions that I get, you know, the flavor when it's done, you know, that's what makes me enjoy doing it. And I giving them to somebody and they're like, oh my God, like these are so good. I'm like, I did that. Yeah, that was me. That was me. So it just makes me feel really good, like, you know.
So how long do you think it'll be before, like, you know, you go full time?
I gotta start making like equivalent money. But I have a couple events. Like I told you, I have a couple events lined up. I'm actually doing a I've been talking to a couple club promoters out in Vegas area, doing some promos with them. So like whoever's like coming out popping bottles in the club, they're gonna get like some free cupcakes. You know what I'm saying, to promote my business, because I really want to open up shop out there.
Okay.
Like it's just so many people out there. The tourists, come on, like that's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
So I'm between going there, Atlanta, all over. I'm just trying to, you know.
That's what's up. So for everybody out there who wants to get in contact with you and things of that nature, what's the best way to, you know, get in contact, whether it be for the modeling or for cupcakes? Or the baking business? Either way,
I'm always on my Instagram, my personal Instagram, @JendaGod. You can easily send me a DM on there. I'll respond back. Or you can hit me up on, if you want cupcakes, you could do Bake and Bake LLC. Those is like the best 2 ways to get in contact with me.
Alright, so y'all heard it there. I'm trying to pull up the Instagram page so I can put the thing in here.
Ooh, yeah.
Where's it at?
Definitely IG.
Oh, there it is.
IG.
Let me drop those both in there. There is what video at? I'll find it. Video. Here we go. There's Instagram one and the Baked and Baked LLC.
Bake and Bake.
Oh, Bake and Bake. There it is.
Bake and Bake.
Bake and Bake.
Yeah, because we just baking and baking and baking. That's all I'm doing. That's all I'm doing is baking and baking and baking.
All right, there we go. All right, well, ma'am, I appreciate your time and everything for the interview.
Oh, no, thank you.
Yeah, we'll definitely have to do like a follow-up, you know, and see how your progression goes.
Yes,
and come
definitely.
back and be like, yeah, I've been able to do this. I secured this contract. I got this place open. And, you know, yada, yada, yada.
Wait.
That's what's up.
Can't wait.
So y'all make sure y'all go and follow, support, things of that nature. I'll drop the Instagram handles in the comments. Also, don't forget to go download that app, Make That Radio Show. We're trying to hit 1,000, and y'all tune in.
10 more?
Yeah, 10 more. That's it. At 990. So you know, I'm like, I don't look at it as like a failure or anything as far as the goal. I got pretty close to 1,000.
I mean,
Yeah.
It's only up from here.
Yeah, not launched it back in February last year. So.
Dang,
Yeah.
see, that's a lot.
Yeah. Now I did take a couple months where I wasn't pushing it as hard, but you know, hey, whatever.
But even still, for
Yeah.
you to see that much progress.
Oh yeah,
you know?
yeah. You know, that's what I look at. I was like, you know, right on the cusp of whatever. But anyway, y'all go and spread the video, things of that nature. Yeah, and tune in tomorrow at 12 o'clock where we're gonna have Callie, Sade. No, actually, that won't be on. That's not gonna be live. That's gonna be via Zoom. Ooh. But anyway, y'all catch the next the interviews when I post them and everything. You can stay locked and loaded to the page, just subscribe and all that stuff. All right, yay.
Yeah, tell a man no trouble. I don't want beef, man. I just want vibes.